Hey guys, I'm Trav.
I'm Kid Dracula.
This is hopefully the last Albus video.
You're not doing Large Cavern?
Unless... Well... Probably not. I mean, I could. If it's really wanted. If the people demand Large Cavern.
Post a comment if you demand Large Cavern.
Yeah, don't comment. Just post. Anyway, I'm wasting time, because I really don't want to go fight Dracula, he's really hard.
Gotta fill up time for the video.
No, I actually cut out a lot of this video. Mainly the credits, because we've seen them before.
You can't hit me. You can't hit me.
Alright, so this area, of course, is easy. I don't know why it'd be hard.
Much like every area.
Hey, no, the final approach, pretty hard.
I'm curious to see that.
Well, you won't see it being hard because I'm just gonna win, but it was hard to record. Mainly just there's a million enemies, and like the larger enemies here can turn around immediately after you teleport past them and kill you instantly.
Yeah, I don't know, this doesn't look that hard.
You didn't see the recording. It was hard. Like those sword guys are completely random, I think.
Are we gonna get an outtakes reel?
I don't know, I think I'm past that. This is the hardest room, really. Those two guys can turn around instantly and kill you.
When you just have to like bait their attack?
Yeah, that's what I did. Actually, this room's the hardest room because these big bugbears really hard to tell what they're gonna do. I'm not really making a good case for this being hard, am I?
Yeah, you gotta watch out for those bugbears.
It was hard. It really was. I promise.
So where are we going right now?
To Dracula.
Oh.
Well, where else?
Oh, okay, you couldn't get him. You just went through the bugbear room to get the MP up.
Of course.
Okay.
And it was pretty necessary, I think. Yeah, I don't even know why I bothered going back, because I wasn't going to get hit at this point, but whatever.
Better safe than sorry.
I agree. There's the best item, the last MP up. And hey guys, did you know that Astrabatus looks like the moon?
You know, I never realized that.
What? Okay. Alright, enough playing around. It's time for Dracula.
Oh boy.
He's a long fight.
What you've all been waiting for.
He's extremely long. So, starting it off, as you can see, Albus can teleport behind him, making the first phase a lot faster than it would be, because you can just do a lot of damage.
I did see a video of this Russian guy managing to get behind Dracula in the first part of the fight. That's
Shinoa or Albus? Oh, really?
Yeah.
What did he do?
I don't remember. He also said Order of Ecclesia was easy and not very good.
Oh. So yeah, you can get behind Dracula unless he spawns on the left or right of the room. For Dark Inferno and the Fireball attack, at least. He always spawns in the middle for his Fatal Ray, though, so it doesn't matter which side you're on.
You may remember Dracula has 9999 health.
Oh yeah, I should talk about that.
You're not doing
and
a lot of damage.
I'm doing 30 damage per hit with Optical Shot and 12 with Astrabatus. Yeah. He's gonna take 400 or so hits to kill. Maybe 500. Oh yeah, and bullets do 2 damage.
Albus can't even cheese and flip union, so the only really way to cheese this fight would be to grind attribute points.
Yeah, which I've seen it done, and I saw a video of a guy killing Dracula in about like a third of the time as this, just by attribute points. So yeah, it's kind of ridiculous how strong you can get if you want to grind for hours. I don't, but yeah. It's more fun to retry the bosses.
It's a very fun boss, so...
Yeah, the first form just gets kind of long.
Yeah. I think it has that problem with Shino too, that seems worse as Albus.
Yeah, definitely.
I think the first form could use some more variety.
Yeah. I got to know the first form very well as Albus, because the second form was extremely hard. I think my way of beating second form was pretty cool, but we'll see that.
We'll see it when we get to it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit. I'm not sure exactly when Dracula switches forms. Yeah, I used to think it was at half health, but I don't really know.
Is it not at half health?
I'm not sure. I mean, I thought about counting the damage, but then I decided, wow, what am I doing? And just kept fighting Dracula.
So, what's the plot for Albus mode here?
Kill Dracula. But yeah, one thing about this, if you can get optimal shot, like, centered on his head, it does a lot more hits. So, hint for the future if you want to try this.
So, in his head is on the weak point.
Well, yeah, but if you can get the center of optical shot, you know where it converges and spins.
Well, that makes sense since, like, normally it would go all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see him doing 3 times, or hitting him 3 times with optical shot. Which is about as much as one Luminaudio hit with Shinoa.
So I noticed you haven't done any flaming kicks yet. Are you saving that for the second part?
Yes, those are very necessary for the second part. And they only do 23 damage anyway.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah, really. They're not very strong, apparently. I thought they were.
Don't they hit him a lot of times, though?
About as much as optical shot.
Oh. Yeah, I thought they were stronger. Anyway, here we go.
Yep, here we go. Time for Dracula. So, whenever you get behind Dracula, he immediately runs away. So, if he's going to use his dog move, you kick over him like that, and he'll cancel it.
Is that how you figured out how to beat the dogs?
That is how I figured out how to beat the dogs. There's also, for the bats, a sweet spot. I used to try to cancel that as well, then I just started using the sweet spot.
Yeah, there's definitely a sweet spot for that. So it's really finicky, and you can be just like a little bit off in one battle hit you.
Yeah, yes. If you see I was moving just a little bit. You want his knees right on top of the pillar there. Alright, so red as his after image is the bats, blue is dogs. Somebody in the thread.
I don't know how either of us never noticed that.
Yeah, I don't either, but somebody in the thread told me, and it was very useful for this. So he used blue, so I'm going to kick on him as soon as he laughs. That's how you do it.
Oh.
Of course, Soul Steel is purple.
Seems like it'd be kind of hard to dodge that upward cape swing he does, though.
Well, you get invincibility framed with the flame kick.
Yeah.
So, not that hard. There's an even sweeter sweet spot on the bat move where you can hit him twice with optical shot. I didn't get it every time though. Like, see this? You hit him twice. It's a little bit faster. Still not very fast because yeah, this boss is long. It's an extremely crazy boss, and I really don't. Yeah. I used to think the bats were the worst move, actually, but they're not really if you can find the sweet spot.
I never found the sweet spot. Is he always in the center of the room for the bats?
He's always in the center of the room when he teleports back in, and he sits still to do his dogs or bats.
Okay. So yeah, you can just find the sweet spot relative to the background and be there every time.
Yep. Extremely important for this boss. Because if I had tried to skip all of his bats and dogs with the flame kick, I would have run out of flame kicks and probably died.
So you just skip the dogs.
Yeah, I just skipped the dogs because you don't do enough damage to the dogs as level 1 Albus to kill them fast enough before he starts using Fatal Ray.
Did you find a strategy for the dogs before you decided to do this instead?
Yeah, but it involved dodging them and fighting them during Fatal Ray, which was extremely hard. And I couldn't do it. As hard as I tried, I couldn't do it. And the worst thing in this boss fight is getting grabbed by Soul Steel after this.
Soul Steel can be pretty annoying.
This like 8-minute endeavor.
It comes out really quickly, so you have to pretty much. Well, you see his shadow, but you just have to like predict it.
Well, yeah, sometimes he teleports while he's off screen, and I wasn't expecting Soul Steel because I was maybe expecting something else. So I didn't see the after image.
Well, you can play it safe and just like jump, like you're dodging the Soul Steel every time he teleports.
Yeah, that's what I started doing actually. I think he might almost be done.
I believe so, looking at the video time.
But yeah, as you can imagine, just getting hit by a bat when you're slightly off the sweet spot when you're this far into the boss fight. It's pretty much the worst thing ever.
So, Albus is actually canonically the strongest Castlevania character because he kills Dracula without having to use any special moves like Shinoa.
Yeah, Albus mode is definitely canon. I believe so. Dracula came back immediately after... Actually, this is immediately before Shinoa mode. He just fought him before.
Yeah.
Who needs Dominus?
I mean, that's the only reason Shinoa was able to do it, because he weakened him.
Yep.
And destroyed the castle.
Hey, it came back in Shinoa mode. Oh, that's Dracula.
Did it.
And data has been saved.
So what's the rest of this video?
It's a good question. I think it's this.
I guess...
No, it's not. It's not this.
No. You can't take the time to announce the Mirror of Fate Let's Play?
No, shut up.
No?
Oh god.
Is that not happening?
Yes, it's happening. God damn it. Let's not tarnish the name of Order of Ecclesia with that game.
Okay.
We can talk about coffins later. For now, I just want to talk about the end of this series of videos.
Okay.
Because this is like, been making these for 1.5 years, I think.
Really?
Don't have much to show for it of these videos.
Oh, you've really seen you mature and grow a lot.
Yeah, in my Castlevania. Oh, here's the final stats, an hour 21 for the entirety of Albus mode. That was a lot longer to record. Definitely.
Yeah,
It only exports 60% of the levels.
wow.
Wow. Yeah, this has been Albus. It's a pretty ridiculous challenge, I think.
I'm surprised you actually did this after finishing Shinoa mode, but I guess now there's like literally nothing else left to do with this game.
Yeah, I can speedrun it.
Yeah.
You can't hit me.
Later.